His short part. Coach's choice. I gotta go. We're starting. You guys ready? Coach Johnson, congratulations on the win. Congratulations to all you gentlemen.
Thank you.
Talk to us a little bit about the win tonight, please.
Well, we knew it was going to be an uphill battle. Coming up here, I'm originally from New England, so I'm well familiar with St. A's and Bentley and all those schools with Jay and Keith coaching them. We've been executing our game plan and watching film and trying to do what we need to do from the defensive end. Obviously, our style is to go up and down the floor and get into the 80s. We want that. But I think if people who know basketball really watch us, we defend very well. And tonight we defended very well with, if you look at physicality, maybe looking at the physical stature of the St. A's guards and our guards. But we have pretty big hearts, and they're quick and they're athletic. And we knew we had to make them work for everything and run, and hopefully in the last 10 minutes tire themselves out. As far as tonight, I mean, these kids, I couldn't be more proud of them for all year long. For the most part, they bought into our philosophy. They worked hard. They're young kids. They just never think they're going to lose, and I think that helps in an environment like tonight.
Coach, we talked about that yesterday in terms of, this group never thinks they're going to lose. You said, we're not going to play afraid, and sure enough, that was the case. Is it their confidence that almost gives you some additional confidence? Like, I know we're going to be in this, and I know we're going to give it everything.
I think you can't fool the eye test. So I see these kids every day in practice, and I try to get the most out of them. Now, we have our days where we don't practice as hard as I would like them to. I'm glad you guys picked these two to come up, because I try not to rock the boat with these two guys. They're pretty set in their ways and know the game of basketball a little bit. But I think it's a mutual thing. I think anytime you're coaching at whatever level, if they buy into your philosophy and then they see success of what you're doing, then it's easy. It's easier. And we know we're not going to win every single game, but I said it yesterday or 2 days ago when we left call. I said, don't be surprised if we're playing Sunday, and I think I talked to you about it. We will compete. The people are going to have to beat us, and that's been our mentality all year long.
Derrick, I felt like a 7 out of 7 in the field. I felt like every bucket you hit just completely took the energy out of the room. You had that 3 in the first half. You had some really big and ones and putbacks. What was it like the inside? Could you tell that the noise went down when you were hitting your buckets?
Yes, sir. I feel like when I hit my layups and my shots, I make sure that people relax, settle down, because it's just like the energy that I give out. I don't just score the basket and run back. I make sure that people know that I'm here. I'm ready to go.
They knew.
Coach, points off turnover today, key stat, 23-3. You turned them over quite a bit in the first half and kind of maybe took them a little bit off balance, maybe?
Well, as a coaching staff, and we didn't share it with these guys because they're going to play hard for 40 minutes, but we thought, with this media timeout stuff that we're not used to playing with, in fairness, through the regular season, that if we could get to that media timeout to just see what the score was, and I don't know what it was 8-7 or 8-6 us, I don't know, we had a lead, and I just told the fellas, I said, okay, that's exactly what I wanted. If it was 10-2 St. A's, I wasn't worried. And I don't think they would have been. We might have rushed a few things, but I think we knew what we had to do. And I think I talked to you, Chris, about it is when we play defense the way we have active hands, and you have Darnell back there and Landon back there and Musa, who didn't play tonight, but he's a good shot blocker. Those guys can deflect or at least change the direction of shots. And they do a very good job of keeping the ball in play. And when that happens, we go. I think you saw it tonight. I think Darnell might have had 2, and he kept it in play. And I think I call him nutty, but Darnell went to get it right on the sideline and saved a big possession because he just doesn't, knock it out. And as a New England term, he's a Bill Russell back there for us.
I want to add something to that. I want to give huge props to Darnell. I told him right after that he missed 2 free throws, and he got it right back after those 2 blocks. So I want to give him props to Darnell, and he deserves it.
And not only did Darnell save that ball after the second Rancy block, he also hit the big 3 with the and 1 possibility. So big time sequence for you guys.
Yeah, Darnell will. he could miss 6 in a row, and he thinks the next one's going or he's going to go by people. That's just, and to be honest with you, that's pretty much all their makeup. So we really need to work on sometimes sharing the ball better. But I couldn't be more proud of these guys. Big 3 and 1. Derrick inside. You could pick anybody to talk tonight. So they did a nice job.
he's not here right now, but how important, I think you missed your first 5 shots right out of the gate. How important was it that Heber got going, like, real quick?
Go ahead, Nick.
It's good that he got going because, he probably been struggling a couple games, but this was a big game for him. And, we just going to keep giving him the ball. Even if he misses a couple, we want him to keep shooting because that's what he does. So we all support him. And he had a really good game tonight. Like we told him over and over again. Like, he got us this win in the first half. He, put us on his back.
14 in the first half, you had 18 in the second half, and I just want you guys to speak, anyone can answer this, about the poise of the team, because you're mostly freshmen and sophomores, and you're coming into this amazing atmosphere, and you never really showed any kind of flinch in your game. So your thoughts on how you handled that pressure?
Me and my guys, as they say nowadays, we dogs. So, like, we don't worry about who's there. We watched film. We knew the type of crowd it was going to be. Our coaches told us. And, we was up for the challenge. Like, it's fun to play in this environment. And like this, it's fun as we young, too. So we just keep playing and playing. We're not scared of nobody. So we just keep playing.
How elated were you guys in the locker room after the win?
I feel like the job was not done. So we was a little happy, we be the number 1 team.
But
the
now
job,
it's on to the
yes,
next.
the job was not done. I feel like our team, we get excited and celebrate after we win the whole thing. So the job's not done.
One for Coach and then for Derrick, the same question. Derrick has come off the bench every game this year he's played in. How does he change sort of the way you go on the floor? Because he's a different type of player from Darnell and from Landon in that, he's more of a true low post scorer. And it feels like when he comes in, your offense can kind of shift tempo a little bit from that higher gear to a little bit of a slower tempo at times if you want it to.
Yeah, I think when we put Derrick in that role all year round, we're able to run a few of our offensive sets that may not be the matchups that may be as favorable to Shivers or Musa or Darnell or anybody like that. He's able to score inside, and he's strong and he's physical, and playing in a Northeast 10 game, that's what these kids are. But he's been like this all year. I mean, I think he had a 29-19 game against Jefferson, and they got a Chemkeg kid who's just a rock inside, But we know what we want to do, and I think it's taken the kids a little while, but they know, like, we run 1 or 2 sets, and when we run that set, we're going to get Derrick at least looking for him somewhere on the box and stuff. He won't tell you he's just a back to the basket player because he didn't have a 3 tonight. They only gave you 2, so that's good. But Derrick, go ahead.
To that, Derrick, what's your mindset when you're coming in the game? Are you going in and you're like, I'm getting touches right away, I'm getting buckets?
Yes, sir. I mean, when the season started, I was kind of upset that I was on the bench, coming off the bench, But after a while, I bought in, and that's what matters. I bought in, I listened to him, and since that day that I bought in, I've been doing well, doing my thing. And yeah, I'm a coach for the long run.
Thanks, fellas.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Good luck.
Thank you. We appreciate all your help. Appreciate it.